there. It's about 7:30 a.m. Nairobi time, and we are at the Arboretum Park. Any moment now, we are expecting to meet the one and only Wawira Njiru. I'm super excited to meet this young, phenomenal woman, and she likes to start her day with a walk at the Arboretum. How bougie is that? I'm excited to do this. It's the first time that we're not doing the gym. I'm super happy because you can just hear the birds chirping. I love that sound. And my cameraman Gabusto, if you can just show them the explicit beauty of the Arboretum Park. And as he shows you that, I want to get straight into my warm-up and just get the sweat going on before she comes. The next time you meet me or you see me, I'm going to be with the one and only Global Citizen Youth Leadership Prize winner, Wawira. All right, let me do this. Let me get my jog on. Woo! Hey. Okay, so if you don't like the gym, I can assure you this is one of the places you need to come. The Arboretum is beautiful, serene. You'll find a bit of monkey, some monkeys here and there, but don't worry, they're harmless. So Wawira is finally here. I can actually just hear her running and thrusting through the bushes. Let me just see if I can get her. Wawira, hey! How are you doing? Been running for some time now. How are you doing?
Good.
It's good
Nice
to meet you.
you.
Nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you.
You
too.
phenomenal woman.
Oh, thank you.
Challenging
You too.
all of us. Wow, look, you know what? I'm actually so happy you brought us here. I normally would not be here like on a normal day.
Yeah.
So this is just beautiful. Imagine if you're able to see this every single day.
But you can't.
Which that's actually
She
what
needs to come here.
50 bob.
Yes.
50 bob pekeake and you're here. And you get to see this. Wow.
It's really, really
This is beautiful. So why did you choose the Arboretum to be your go-to place?
So being here and it's green, it really helps me distress.
Right.
So when I've had like a long day and then I come here for like an hour or two, I go home and I'm just, you get the physical exercise, but also your brain clears up.
Yeah, and you're able to reflect and think
Yeah.
about what is it that I want to do tomorrow
Yeah.
or even, You know what? Funny thing, when you're a kid and sometimes you see like a nice carpet of grass, like the grass is so nice and green and looks so soft, and you want to sit and lie there and that's exactly how I want to do right now, just to feel this. So but what time do you wake up?
Around 6. Yeah.
So if you have a 7 o'clock end to your day, that means from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You're up and down. Yeah, it's quite busy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's quite busy.
And here you are trying to change, not even trying to change the world, but actually changing the world.
Yeah.
Where do you get the strength to do all these amazing things? You started at 21, food for education.
Yeah. I started mostly because I felt frustrated that this was a problem I was seeing and I couldn't see it being solved.
Right.
So I started thinking about how can I do it, and then it's evolved into different things.
Yeah.
Like what it is right now. I never imagined when we started the 25 kids that we'd be at 3,000 now, growing to 20,000 this year a day. And so the strength mostly comes with looking back and then looking forward. So you look back where you came from and then you're like, oh wow, that's pretty incredible. And then looking forward where you want to go, that keeps you motivated, keeps you up at 6 a.m., wakes you up at 6 a.m. and gives you that energy to stay at work the whole day. Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's something I was just reading about you, and it's basically how you started, what you're doing now right now, Food for Education. And you said that you just got a couple of your friends and you were able to raise about 125,000 shillings, and that's how you started.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the money bit later, but just talking about your kind of friends, who do you keep close?
So when I did that, I was in university and I just moved to Australia.
University, and you had such friends.
Yeah, but there were many. There were like 80 people who
nice.
gave kidogo, the fee for getting into the dinner. So I said, I was in Australia in this small town called Adelaide, and I said, I'm going to put out a Kenyan dinner because most people have never had Kenyan food.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah, in Australia.
Yeah.
So that attracted people. And then, but the problem was I didn't know how to cook for that many people. So I burnt the rice. I cooked chapatis. I cooked like stew that was too soupy.
Wait, the one who was cooking everything?
Yes,
okay.
I cooked everything for 80 people. My friends.
So the chapos were
burnt and the pilau. Like the way you can cook pilau and instead of it being nice, it burns through, and then it smells really, yeah. So it smelled bad, but they didn't know because they'd never had Kenyan food, right? So like, wow, this is delicious. But then I got a few friends to bring salads. So like, most people like gravitated towards the salads and the burnt rice.
And the bunch
but to enter you had to pay $20. Yeah, so that's how we know the $20 making from that. And then we had like different things like giveaway raffles, and so people had to buy. And so that day, like it was my first time, like I went on stage and talked like in front of the 80 people and talked about my vision, you know, what I thought, because we hadn't started anything, right? And so what I thought was possible, and they were very nice, they were very giving. But before that, in high school, I'd learned a lot because I went to Precious Blood, and at the end of like the term, I'd collect all the soaps and the pads that girls had left over and take them to like children's homes. So I kind of knew how to like bring together.
And that's where it all started.
Yeah, that's where it started. And it started with, I mean, I'm not a wealthy person, so I started off with just what I had, and that's what it's grown. And then you bring on people who have more, and they think, oh, if you're giving what you don't have, me, I actually have more than you do, so I can,
Wow.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
So we're spending the whole day with you.
Yes.
Tell us how the day is going to be like.
So we're gonna try run.
I've done my bit, but we'll catch some exercises.
And then we're gonna go have some breakfast, and then we'll go see the kids and see our kitchen.
That is what I want to see.
It's pretty insane.
And
Yes.
How many schools today?
So we'll try. We work in 6 schools.
6 schools
every day. So we'll see maybe 2 or 3 that we can go to, because the lunchtime is the same.
Yeah.
So you just have to kind of make it to all of them at the same time.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
Catch your breath.
Yeah, this was a nice place. Yeah.
That's my treat for in regards to the nature for the year. So now you started the food for education. Why food for education? Why this particular cause and not sanitary pads, not anything else?
So I'm a nutritionist, so I knew food.
You're a nutritionist by profession.
Yeah. So I called my parents and I told them, go to every school and find out what's the biggest problem kids are having. And all the schools came back to us saying school feeding. Because even now, if you go to most schools, it's usually like school feeding is a big problem. Right. So then I was like, oh wait, but I know nutrition a little bit. I was just in my second year. So we can do something. I was in my first year actually. And so we started now thinking about how do we set up a school feeding program. Yeah. So
you send your parents out. First of all, what are they saying about this? I can imagine calling my mom, "Ati mom, enda shule zile zikorongai ulize." So how was it? What was their reaction?
So my parents had like, I mean, since high school, because I used to do a lot of, they'd come to school and then I'd have like always pads and soaps, and I put them in my dad's boot, and I'm like, so we're going to give this away, and he's like, what? There's even a time like we had a girl in the school who she was really she was from Meru, and she couldn't go for midterm because she had some problems at home, and she was there on a scholarship in school. And so my dad literally came to pick me up, and I said to him, so this girl is coming with us home. And then he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, she doesn't have a place to go, so we're taking her home. And she came for midterm.
And your parents
and my parents were like, okay. So now they kind of gotten used to me giving them like assignments of go do this.
Go do this.
Yeah.
Jeez. Let's go. Oh my God.
It's the most beautiful part.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are not at the heart of the Masai Mara, but we're in the heart of Nairobi city at the Arboretum. And truly here, as you can observe, nature in all its magnificence. The monkeys are here and we are here too. As you can see, we've had a fantastic morning with Wawira. I'm sweating so hard. She's not sweating that hard. But that only means one thing, that
You work hard.
I worked a bit harder. All right, thank you. So we'll head out for breakfast. Man, I'm hungry. Even just seeing that monkey eating that piece of bread. All right, so this is my breakfast. So nice and delicious.
Granola and blueberries.
It's been long since I had this.
It's like 5-minute breakfast. Put it together.
Is this what you eat for breakfast every day?
Yeah, if I have breakfast, I'll have
Just
a bowl of this, yeah. But I rarely have breakfast.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just have coffee.
Coffee?
And then I'm out of the house.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know, I'm not a big breakfast person.
Me
So I'll
too.
have like a big meal around 11 or 12, which ends up being lunch, yeah.
Which ends up being lunch. As I have breakfast, I have to show you this video. My goodness, look at that.
I've never watched this video.
No way.
This is my first time.
This is the first time to watch this video?
Never felt more optimistic about what this generation can achieve. Global citizens, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Wawira Njiru.
Look at everybody cheering you on. This is huge. This is so huge. Look at all these people. Do you know how many young women you've inspired? Oh,
This is the first time I've actually watched it.
Really?
I felt like it was a moment that was an out-of-body experience, that you were not there, but then when I came back, I was just like, okay, now we're back to like my house, you know, my friends and things like that. But it was really good because when I was about to go on stage, I had a chat with Asha and Chuck, who's the CEO of Cisco, and I was saying, oh my God, I'm so nervous. And then Asha was like, you're going to be fine. You know, he's done this a couple of times. And then we took a couple of pictures.
And I saw some of the pictures we took backstage.
Yeah, we took backstage, and it was so funny because we were facing one side, and he was like, oh, I don't think the light works that way.
Oh, really?
And then Chuck was like, oh, so that sounds like someone who's had his picture taken a couple of times. They were like, yeah, it's Asha. Of course he knows where the light should be.
Goodness.
So we turned, and then we took a few photos, and they were just like, don't worry, you'll be fine. We're up there with you the whole time, so you're going to be fine. And so then I was just like, oh, this is not real. This is not real. Then I go back to the crowd to get my sister, because I was there with my sister, to meet my sister. And then all the people are like, hey, girl, I just saw you.
I just saw you.
And they're like, good, you're doing it for the women. Every like person who I was meeting, like people would stop me, and I was just like, oh, wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
How was it being recognized on such a huge platform at, you know, in your early 20s? Yeah.
Later, 27.
Okay, 27.
It was very empowering because also the prize, the way the Global Citizen structured it, was for a person 18 to 30-year-old. It was $250,000, you know, being on such a stage. And then they told me, you know, they said they were very intentional on giving that age range because they wanted to show that a young person can do something amazing, and you don't have to be older and things like that. So it was very validating.
Okay, fine. Let's have our breakfast and then head out to the schools, and we'll meet the kids, feed the kids. But for now, let's just eat something.
Yeah, something really quickly, All
right.
So the granola is good because it's fast.
No, it's good.
You can make it really fast,
All right. Don't you just love her, Wawira Njiru? If you've never heard anything about her, well, apart from Upclose, go on, you know, Google, go on YouTube, just watch all the videos, read about her. She's doing amazing things and challenging all of us to do something, even if small, for this world, or for at least for our continent, or even for our country, or even for the counties where we come from, okay?
Even at home,
Even at home. Let's be also kind to each other and give more, all right? All right, fine. Let's be kind to ourselves too and eat some breakfast, okay? All right, so we have just gotten to Ruiru Primary School, and this is the first school where we'll be giving food.
Yes.
So tell us how it works.
We cook food out of this kitchen, and then we pack it in this truck, and then this truck behind us distributes food to other 5 schools. So we feed 6 schools in total, including this one.
Every single day.
Every single day. So it has to make the rounds now.
Yeah, I know it has to go.
And get to the kids. Yeah.
So Wawira, the truck has gone, dropped the food.
So this is food for the one school that we're in now.
Yeah.
But the food for the other 5 schools is gone. So today they're having githeri with vegetables and nyama.
Nyama.
Yeah.
So tell us, how does this exactly work? So
What we do right now is parents remove 15 shillings. Our cost of food is around 25 shillings, but we're bringing that down through producing more food. So the more we're able to produce, the cheaper it becomes.
So what is the most challenging thing about doing this?
The challenges are obviously like my biggest challenge is usually the number of schools that want us. So there's so many.
So in Njiru you're doing about 6
and there are about 15. So next time we want to reach around 15,000. So
15,000 kids.
From 3,000 now.
Wow. And that is in Njiru only?
That's in Njiru only.
Are you looking to expand to
we want to expand to Nairobi as well. Tap to it, Ama. When it tap to it, Ama? Nani amenipedo wewe?
Alright, so this is our second school still here in Njiru. This one is called Githunguri Primary School. And so we are here to, of course, just oversee that the feeding program is ongoing well. Wawira is here. So let's do it. School number 2. You do this every single day?
Every day.
Mkofiti, hey, sasa, mkofa,
Umefanya tap twist?
What is the bigger vision, from this? Right now you're feeding 3,000 kids every single day. What is the bigger vision?
We want to start with at least 1 million by 2025, and that's our big goal right now that we're working towards. 1 million kids getting lunch every day by 2025.
Wow, that's lovely. And what kind of support do you need? Maybe somebody is watching and they're feeling like they're called to come in and support Food for Education.
So our biggest need right now is that we need to scale. So we're looking at building more kitchens, reaching more children. So right now we want to build a kitchen in Nairobi to reach more children there, 20,000 children there, while we reach 15,000 here. And also scaling it up to each, which is our way that we, through this wristband, kids put in money through M-Pesa, their parents put in money through M-Pesa, and when a child comes to school, all they do is just tap, and then they get lunch.
Then it deducts from the account. So it's like they have an account and then, okay.
And so that's something else we want to scale because that helps partner with parents better to provide more meals.
Wow, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to wind up this show because it has been truly amazing and inspiring and challenging at the same time. Just thinking about what you're doing, and we are super proud of you. I'm super proud of you, and we'll be here to support your every move. And we hope that this continues and becomes bigger, and you actually get to the 12.5 million and on your way, hoping that more people in the private sector, the government puts in more efforts to help. But you go, girl.
Thank you.
That was super amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Up Close with the one and only Wawira Njiru, and she is super amazing. Go out, look for more information about food for education. You can see our t-shirts, and know how you can support, this amazing initiative. All right, signing out. Back to studio is Betty Kiala. Bye. Cheers. All right, let's continue feeding more kids.
Yes.
All right, great.